Do you happen to recall the moment or the period at which you realized you had this dealership with these big ticket items and these large margins? Do you remember when that hit you or when that became clear to you?
Well, it came clear pretty quick. It became clear that we had this $7,500 item to sell rather than a $300 or $400 typewriter.
What were some of the challenges and adjustments, or it was a new game for you, it was a new era, a new phase?
Probably the one of the, you're talking about in the 80s when we?
Well, whenever you got the 7, when was that you got the 7?
Probably we really started in 76.
Okay.
The challenges became very quickly. We had this product that sold for more money than we'd ever had in our other products, and it was plus all of our accounts that we had at the time were people that we could go out and we could tell them about the copier, which we hadn't had before. All we had was the typewriter, but now we'd built up these maintenance contracts with these companies, and then we walk in and say, by the way, now we have a copier. And at the time, the only big competition we had was Xerox, and their machine was very expensive. They mostly leased them or rented them. No one could afford to buy them at the time. Well, I say no one. Very few people bought them.
Plus, they probably weren't going out to the customers and with energy and determination selling like you guys.
No,
were.
they'd gotten kind of complacent. They were the big dogs on the block, and they, if anyone had a need for a copy machine, Xerox was it. Xerox me a copy. No one ever said Savin me a copy. It was always Xerox machines.
You had an existing built-in base of customers.
Yes.
That you were able to bring this new big expensive
Mm-hmm.
product. So you start selling these things. Then how did that change? All of a sudden you had, I'm sure, a lot more cash coming in. How did that change the operation of the business?
Well, the operations of the business became, we opened new stores. We opened a store in Tulsa. We opened a store in Wichita Falls, Lubbock, and other places. It gave us a ticket to sell that we hadn't had before. We had two different stores. We had the store in North Oklahoma City, and then we had this store here in Norman, Oklahoma, 425 West Gray. So that had two stores, yes.
Okay.
We had to work it that way because it was a dealership thing, and that's how we got Savin, is that way.
And then you had the store, was Southwest Typewriter still in South Oklahoma City at that point, or was that?
Yes, they were.
Had 3 stores.
Actually, we had 3 stores. Yes, we had a store in Southwest Typewriter Service, and Tom was managing the store on Northwest 39th Street, and then we had the store here in Norman. Probably the memorable accomplishments was surviving the oil boom and the oil bust, and constantly acquiring new products as the market changed.
So that's been a key, not staying level or at a certain place.
Absolutely, yes. Had we stayed in the same place, we'd have been out a long time ago.
What are some of the keys to your own success individually as you look back personally?
Well, keys to my success was probably great employees, great children, great grandchildren, good partners, good managers. That was the keys to our success. Made us what we are. I'd say love your work. I would start to say like your work, but love your work. Like the people that are you working with, and have the eye of the tiger within you, and you won't go unnoticed.